The King's Black Heart Finale, Part 1. Your king wasn't always as cold and cruel, but an assassin murdering his father twisted his heart. You were the only one spared the full brunt of his wrath, but even the love you used to share with him hasn't stopped him from causing you harm. He came to rescue you from the prince that took you away. He was imprisoned, but treated well. Now you're just trying to determine your feelings between the kind, genuine Prince Ivan, your current fiancé, or Alistair, your oldest friend. Someone wanted you dead, and now you know who it is. It's time to face your past. The scene opens in the royal hall. Ivan sits on the throne with Alistair beside him, looking about nervously. "Where is our pearl?" "I told them to hide, just in case this ends poorly, which, to be honest, seems more and more likely with each passing second." The chieftain is seated before them, draped in the furs of unidentifiable animals and a horned helm. "Given how angry he seems and how he's refused to touch his food, I would say so. Are you ready?" "Aye. Help me kneel before him." Ivan helps Alistair settle before the chieftain. Fuck, this hurts. "Chieftain, Highness, I thank you for meeting with us. It was only recently that I learned the truth of the crime committed against your people." The chieftain rumbles and Alistair pauses. "Alistair? Why are you hesitating?" "He corrected me and said the crime was against his wife and child." "Oh, beans." I am not a father. I hope I will be one day. A far better one than my own was. But I do love them, your child. I presume. They mean everything to me, to Prince Ivan. I know I've not passed your test, despite my best efforts. Now, I'm appealing to you as a man in love, a man that wants peace for the two people that refuse to give up on him. What can I do to mend things?" The chieftain rumbles in response. "What is he saying now?" "He is saying, you kneel before a father broken by the crimes of your kingdom, a husband that lost his wife to pointless cruelty, and a father to the child left to rot with me, the child that has been ruined. It can never come home." He bristles at that, and some of that famous temper shoots back into his tone. "Now, listen here. They are not ruined. They are bright, brilliant, beautiful, funny, and everything to the two kings that sit before you desperately trying to make things right so that they may live in peace. Let us not forget that you knew your child was there and could have come for them any time, but you didn't. You abandoned them. And now you're trying to kill them. To what? Clear the way for different Verosian royalty?" The chieftain rises without a word, grabs Alistair by the head, and lifts him. "I suppose that is his judgment, then." "Do not just grab him by the skull. It is not just his judgment to make. Unhand him at once." The chieftain grunts and ignores him. "Fine. Then how's about you judge lightning?" Ivan casts a lightning spell, which crashes down on the chieftain to little avail. "What? Oh no. Now he's grabbing me by the head. Ah!" The properly annoyed and slightly singed chieftain grabs Ivan with his other hand and turns back towards the door. "Congratulations, Ivan. You've left both our kingdoms kingless and the advisor with no means to defend themselves." "All I wanted was to save your life, you absolute bastard. What happened wasn't your fault. no matter how much this asshole wants it to be. You do realize he can understand you, yes? I've just been translating from his side. Oh, well, that's phenomenal. The chieftain continues to drag them down the hall, shrugging off guards and warriors like it is nothing. Where do you hold the public executions, Ivan? We haven't done that in decades, but it would have been the cliff overlooking the maelstrom. It used to be that the accursed would be thrown to the waters below, taken into a whirlpool 2 miles wide and lined with razor-sharp teeth from the creatures that live beneath. I never even got to love my pearl with all of me. I wish I could give you the experience somehow, Ivan. Being able to love them is all that's given my life light and color. At the very least, they will not see us put to the maelstrom. I hope they're happy. I've told Juno to take care of them should anything happen to me. That makes me feel a little better. It'll be all right, Ivan. I know it in my heart. You're a dick, but I trust you. Your funeral. Literally. The massive doors to the royal hall burst open and in strides swell you and the massive grizzly bear you've dubbed Muffin. My pearl! What? What's happening, Ivan? It appears our love just stormed in here on a massive grizzly bear named Muffin, wearing full war paint and armor. Quite frankly, I wish you could see it. It's getting my fins all bristled. Ivan, focus. Wait, are they wrinkling their nose? Oh, absolutely. Alistair lets out what might almost be a jealous whine. Bollocks. You glare into the eyes of the chieftain and speak. My love. Hang on, let me translate. He is saying, your lovers have already spoken for you and failed. All three men look taken aback as you speak Verosian in response. What is our pearl saying, Alistair? They are saying, I shall speak for myself now. To be continued. That wraps up part 1 of the King's Black Heart finale. I know what you might be thinking if you've enjoyed this series, that you're probably a little upset to see it get to nearing its end. I know I am personally as well, though I understand the writer's decision, and it makes sense in terms of where the story, where the story is heading. A little bit sad about it, but all good things must come to an end, and the story is no different. So, bit cliche, but don't be sad that it's over. Be happy that it happened. I know I am. So, at any rate, we're not done just yet. We've got more to come in the wrapping up of things with the King's Black Heart. If you enjoyed this series, I highly encourage you to stick around as I venture into doing other ones. This is kind of like the first series that I've really done, and characters that I've fleshed out to any extent. This will be technically part 15 in this series. I've done all of them now, so it's been a genuine pleasure of mine to be able to take on these characters and try to give them a voice, try to give them a character. I know that I've received some positive feedback on that, so for my first real experience doing so, it's been great. I look forward to doing others in the future, and hope we can take it from there. So if you have any suggestions or things that you'd like to see on this channel, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My Twitter is linked. I'll link it below, and it's on my channel. as well. You can, comment here or DM me. I'm usually fairly active on stuff, so you can get in contact with me in some way, in some format. Otherwise, I'm going to be, posting stuff anyway. So I hope you listen. I hope you stick around and enjoy it. So a little bit of a longer, postscript here, but I just, it's part 1 of the finale, so I had some extra things that I kind of wanted to say, and going forward, I don't know that I'll always do these things, but I know some people do listen to them, so it's kind of nice in a way to kind of like have a little bit of an aside after the script. I know it's a little immersion breaking, and so I won't always do it, but the channel is pretty new, and I'm pretty new to this, so a lot of you guys are like the earlier adopters of me as a creator and voice actor, if you will. So these growing pains are part of the process. And anyways, kind of rambling, but I appreciate you very much for listening. If you liked the video, consider liking it, subscribing for more content in the future. Like I said, it's a pleasure of mine to have the amount of positive feedback I've had on this series, and I hope you stick around as I take on what's next and try to get better at it. So thank you so much. Take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you in the next one. It'll be soon. So peace.